Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Light Sage Intuitive. I'm going to be doing a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for all of you. If it doesn't, please consider checking out one of the videos for your other planetary placements. There may be a message there for you. Timing is fluid, so this could have happened, be happening now, or happen in the future, as well as whenever it is that you come across this video. If you feel drawn to watch it, that's when the message is intended for you, whether I posted it that day or 2 years ago. And also, energy is interchangeable. We all have aspects of the masculine and the feminine within us, and sometimes, depending on the scenario or the environment that we're in, we exhibit characteristics of one more strongly than the other. So if I'm talking about a man and it resonates with you and you're a woman, that message is intended for you. The first thing I'm going to do is to pull an oracle card from the Magic of You Oracle deck by Fiona Horn. I will read from the book for that one because the messages are just so on point. Then I'll be doing your reading. It'll be a past energies, current energies, and the potential outcome based on the path that you're currently on. If this does resonate for you, I would sure love it if you would like, share, subscribe, and I appreciate any comments or feedback you might have for me. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. What do we have for Cancer? Please, Spirit, what messages do we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Messages for the Cancer Collective, please. Okay. Please, Spirit, guides, and angels. What messages do we have for Cancer? What do they need to be aware of or reminded of? Messages for Cancer, please. The Cancer Collective. You got Maximus, number 15 or 6. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? You are maxed out, and yet, conversely, more is needed. More nourishment for yourself. You are spread too thin, and your life force is draining. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? A new idea is waiting to be cultivated. Or perhaps it's time to stop sitting on an idea you've had for some time. The months are starting to gather. The moths are starting to gather, and as lovely as they are, they will slowly blot out your light. It's time to feed yourself in order to cultivate and harvest your next crop. Stop focusing on everyone else and the role you play in their lives. Till your own soil. Serve yourself the fruits of your own labor. The table is set with fine silver on a blood-red cloth. In fact, the blood is pooling and indicating that your life force is draining. Capture it now and fill your cup. What is the purpose of these fine things if they are not used? Okay, so you guys need to remember to fill your own cups. You guys, I know Cancers are so very nurturing and giving and loving and taking care of others, but don't forget to take care of yourselves, to feed yourselves so that you can feed others. All right. Okay, Cancer, where have you been? What's going on with you now? And what is your potential outcome? Please, Spirit, guides, angels. What messages do you have for the Cancer Collective? Where have they been? Where are they now? And where are they considering going? Messages for Cancer, please. What's been going on in the past for Cancer? The Empress, of course. I always think of, there's a few signs. That Empress is usually, it is Taurus and Libra, but I also associate it with Virgo and Cancer just in my mind because those two signs really embody what that Empress is in my mind. So I think that's beautiful. So you've been it could be you, could be someone in your life, but someone who's very nurturing, loving, someone who's got a green thumb. I mean, anything grows. Love grows. Life grows in the presence of the Empress. Very bountiful. oh my goodness. I do feel like that one is supposed to be there. We have the Messenger of Air, or the Knight of Swords. One of these could be you, one could be your person. It could just be energies. So like I said, Taurus and Libra, and this is air, so it's going to be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But the messenger or the knight are people who are coming in with a message. Usually swords are associated with truth, ideas, ideals. You also have the Nine of Swords, which is really struggling with finding your truth and all these different thoughts that are going through your head. It's it's a difficult time. You've had a lot going on, a lot you've been trying to figure out, and it's been weighing you down. But I feel like that truth, we'll see what the future says, but the current situation says, but I do feel like that truth has been found, that clarity has been found. What is the current energy for Cancer? Where are they right now? Page of Fire, or Page of Wands, the Hermit, and the Ten of Cups. 10 of Pentacles, rather. So pages are people coming in, like the Knights are coming in with information, with a message. Pages are usually coming in very quickly. Particularly the Page of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire signs. Someone who's younger, or either has a younger spirit, very vivacious, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Excited, full of energy, just rushing in with this information. And then you also have the Hermit, which is a time of going within. I feel like this period in your past with all these truths, trying to sort this out, you found that truth, and now you're going within to let it, not ruminate, that's not the word I'm looking for. You're trying to understand for yourself how it applies to you, how you feel about it, what you need to do, what you want to do, what's the right thing to do. You also have the Ten of Pentacles. This is Virgo, by the way. This is Earth, so it's going to be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Ten of Pentacles is this is the end of a cycle. Pentacles are about stability, security, tangible things in your life, fulfillment in terms of career, family, but what makes you stable, or what makes you feel stable. And the 10 is a beautiful place to be. That's having everything. That is the not wish fulfillment, but you have everything. Everything you need for your stability is here. We'll do some clarification on this in a moment. So let's see here. And what's the potential outcome? What's this path is leading Cancer to? Three of Wands could be a journey. The Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then both Earth, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. There could be a journey coming up. A decision has been made about something. You're waiting for this opportunity to happen, for these ships to come in. Could be creative, passionate. Could be a journey to a person. You have the Five of Pentacles, which is a feeling of isolation or being shut out or disconnected. Maybe you're separated from this person, but you feel alone and disconnected. However, and I always say this with this card, if you've ever seen the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and that image for this card, there's a person sitting with their knees up and their face in their knees, and to me it feels like they're crying, and they're all alone outside the door of what could be a church. It could be any building where people come together, but they're sitting there alone and they're very sad. And what they don't realize, because they're lost in their emotions and their feelings of being cut off, is that the key to open the door and gain access to this community and connection that they're craving is right there. All they have to do is look up, change their perspective, and they find a key, a solution for that isolation that they're feeling. So I don't want to say it is kind of self-imposed. Not that you're imposing it on yourself. You're just not realizing that you really aren't alone. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Aces are a new beginning. Pentacles are stability. This could be a new career, a new relationship that makes you feel secure. A new endeavor. Something new is beginning with this. Let's see, what do we have for some clarification here? I'm going to get some clarification on the Nine of Swords. I feel like, okay, in your past, this is you. You were sitting in your power, Cancer, male, female. It could be Empress either way. It's just that nurturing, life-giving, abundant energy. And I really feel like that's you. Someone came in. It could be someone you're in a relationship, a family member, someone who came in with some truth. And that truth really set you into evaluating your truths. I want to see what that, I need some more on that. Some clarification on the Nine of Swords, please. Okay. Whatever this truth is, so you have that Seven of Cups, which this person, you can read this card either way. They are walking away from something, but they're also walking towards something. I mean, every ending is a beginning. But whatever this truth is, you either walked away from something or you are contemplating walking away from something. And you're working really hard. You were working really hard, diligently, to figure out what that was. I feel like it was love. The Ten of Cups, fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. This decision has to do with walking away from something that do you walk away from something that you have put a lot of work into that has brought you emotional fulfillment, but there's something about this truth that has you really evaluating that. I want to see here, what's this Page of Fire? Hanged Man. World. Okay. A lot of introspection going within. I feel like this is a continuation of this decision about this truth. Patience was required and new opportunity. This is really going to open something up for you, or is opening something up for you, or this. And I do also feel, and I hate to say it, but that this time that we are in right now in this seclusion, this is a going within, taking some patience because of the situation in the world right now. What about the Hermit? Actually, I'm going to not clarify the Hermit, because that's for you. That's you going within. That's you taking this time in isolation to evaluate and consider the things that have been weighing on your mind. I'm going to clarify this Three of Wands. Knight of Swords, King of Cups, and Justice. Wow. I feel like, choices. I feel like this Knight of Swords came in. You have the Knight of Swords twice. This Knight of Swords came in with a truth about this emotional connection that you have. And this could be you, Cancer. But something about this message coming in from this Knight of Swords, this truth, again, has put you or your person into, and this is Libra, this is Scorpio, this is Libra. Wow. But a position of justice. Justice need to be achieved. Something was out of balance and not right. And this truth has forced you to deal with both the emotional and the logical aspects of what is going on with you, to face them and to find balance in that scenario. Five of Pentacles. You got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That makes sense to me. I mean, this five is feeling of isolation and aloneness, being cut off. Ten of Pentacles is typically like having everything into the cycle completion, having stability in the home and the family, having this. It is not in reverse actually, but that does it anyway. I feel like that is what it is that you're feeling isolated and cut off from, is this total happiness that you long for. Right now you don't see how it's possible. You want a reunion with someone, or this feeling of isolation could have come from a third party situation. It could be that, you know what resonates for you, but because these are associated with this card of having you feeling so alone, I think that it might be, wow, yeah, and I mean, there's a soulmate connection here, something very deep and emotional, and wow, I feel like you had it all. There was a third party situation, and this connection was jeopardized from that, and you're feeling alone. What do we have for the Ace of Pentacles? The five, you're really, this feeling alone, this isolation, is going to give you a new beginning. I feel like you're not, we don't always see how something is beneficial for us in the moment when we're going through it, and later when we look back, we understand how important that event was, no matter how painful, for our growth. Yeah. So I feel like something very fulfilling and emotional for you has ended or shifted, and it has you feeling cut off, alone, and isolated. Even as you transition into this new beginning, this beginning of establishing your security and your abundance, you're still feeling isolated. But you're moving out of that. This is the, Eight of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords is feeling caged, trapped, bound by things that you feel you can't control, but it's in reverse, so you're moving away from that. I do want to draw one more card. I want to, where do you go from here? What are you moving towards? I guess a card from the universe to get a little extra message for you. You will get through this, Cancer. There's a lot of upheaval in things right now, in the not foreseeable, but immediate future. Call. Something about this transition, this ending, this painful experience is going to allow you to recognize what your calling truly is. You are being called to, you're being called, there's something you have to offer that is incredibly important. This is a major arcana card. This is a higher life lesson, meaning, message. This is a card of balance. It's Judgment in the traditional tarot decks. And, but you are being called, and as painful as this process is, all of this struggle and loss that you're going to go through, you are going to heal, and you are going to have a new beginning. And coming out of that, you are going to find your calling. You may have been doing one thing your entire life, or known for your whole life that that's what you were supposed to do, but you're going to have a realization from this. You're going to figure something else out. You've been called. There's something you've agreed to do to help. It's your mission. It's your purpose. And through this experience, you are going to find your true calling. It's actually really beautiful. Wow. Okay. So I feel for you. We're all struggling in different ways, and I know that this is not going to be easy. It's going to be very painful. But just please do remember, you are not alone. You are not alone. All right, so that's what I have for you today, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping in and checking this out with me. If it did resonate for you, I'd appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you again. Love and light.